All right. One of my favorite short tracks, maybe my favorite short track. Just kind of depends on what car we're in, but I love this place. It's fun. We are the number 6. We've got the villain from our Daytona 500 race. He was only trying to help me. We had talked before the race that we were gonna work together at the end of it, but yeah, he wasn't trying to wreck us there. It was just a mistake. But anyways, 14 cars, no cautions, 50 laps, and it's a car that I am slow in. But according to Kyle, right front might matter here, so maybe being slow will be good. Doubtful, though. Just never really feels like it pays off in this car unless you do a 100-lap race, so let's go make sure everything is set up how we want it. You know what? I kind of felt like I wanted more steering ratio, but it's at a 10-to-1 already, so never mind. Don't need to worry about brakes because you can adjust the brakes to wherever you need to in this car. It's not limited by a percentage. Also, can someone that has mechanical knowledge tell me why a late model at a local track can adjust its brake bias as far forward and backwards as it really wants to, whereas the ARCA and Cup cars are limited to a percentage forward and back? It just doesn't make sense to me on how that works. Or at least, I don't know if the next gen is. I think the next gen is, but the old Cup cars, Xfinity, the truck, those are all limited. So why can a short track car have more adjustments in car than a major touring series car? Explain that one. Because I'm sure it's something to do with there's only so much you can adjust with it, but it doesn't make sense in my brain. 19.919. Because you would think having adjustability that is a bigger range would be more expensive equipment or something. So, if someone can fill me in on that and tell me why I'm stupid for thinking that, that would be great. We got Scott in here, and he is the number 10, so we might be racing around with him. Let's go ahead and qualify. Kind of. Can I overdrive the corner? Yes. We might be okay. Just clipping the apron in 3 and 4. We're going to take a big chunk of apron here in 1 and 2 this time and see if we can do any better. Cannot. Take a big chunk again here. Probably need to go further back on the brake bias if I'm going to be going down there. Just because we're not loose enough right now to really use it for rotation. But at the moment, P5. Who wants to bet that is P5 out of 5? Oh, pretty close. Pretty close. So we're going to be at the back, as is tradition for this car. Don't know why everyone's waiting, though. Like, this whole waiting until, like, a minute to go thing that people have started doing more and more, I don't get it. Like, are they burning fuel off, or what are they doing, other than wasting time? Come on, guys. Let's go race. There we go. Starting to get ones in. Yep. We don't have to worry about Kyle. He is going to be on the opposite end of the field than us. Gary will be at the front. We'll see where Scott goes. Is Scott even doing a lap? Nope, he's not going to, so we're waiting on 3 people now. Maybe 2 people, and maybe 1 person. A couple of them are finishing up their second lap, and then the 4 car is just waiting to do anything. There we go. We might get to go early, and we do. Awesome. But not awesome where our starting position is. 11th. It's not good. You're definitely not a 4,000 I-rated driver in this car. That's for sure. So, yeah, lots of chances of wrecks out of the corner here. Sometimes into one if someone dives it in and shoves up. But
line up on the inside. Closed. Pit road is closed.
We're just gonna have to try to find a way to not be terrible. I'm gonna just drop this brake bias back now. We're back to a 51.3. Everyone's on the grid. It's time to roll. Let's just hope we can survive if it gets a little bumpy out there. So, who around us looks dangerous? 5 cars way out of position. A lot of lower license levels. We've dropped down to a 4.5 after Daytona. Now, we got an all black car up there, so that's one to watch out for. I think we're going to be racing for dead last with Scott, most likely.
Get ready, going green. Race car is off.
Let's see what happens here. No yellows, so we just got to go with it, whatever happens.
Green flag. Outside.
Topside really gets jammed up on entry. That normally doesn't happen on the high side, them being that slow. Normally everyone's trying to get down low, and so there's a jam up on the entry of turn 1, but that didn't happen until turn 3. Getting a lot more rotation now, though. But we're also not overdriving corner entry, so that's helping. And we're not down on the apron. Alright, we are into 9th. Got a couple of freebies. That was a terrible corner entry. I'm going to try to stay off that apron though.
20
So if we're making it tighter and the right front is a concern. We don't want to be doing that. little worried that we're catching people.
20.02.
But it seems like everyone's just kind of going slower pace. Man, that guy got massive loose. Thought he was going to eat the outside wall there. It's at number 8. Probably be contact. Just staying a little lower off the corner in case there was, so we could see what was going to happen there. Just kind of run into a feel here to where I'm not pushing it. Hopefully that will pay off. As long as we don't get ran over. Up to the car in front of us before the guy behind me gets too antsy because he's starting to get pressured. Laps in though. So far it's been really clean. It's nice to see. That caused a bit of rotation, hitting it right at the center of the corner. Big time flashing up ahead. That's what the smoke was. Kyle just got spun.
Go low. 20.385. Outside. Clear high.
Well, don't know how we didn't run straight into that or get hit. Dude behind me did a hell of a job to not run us over, but then he got ran over. Needed to go grab a gear there to get away from that sooner, but we survived. We just lose a ton of time. No cautions. I don't even understand how they made contact. Like, that spin didn't... I think that spin was one of those where the... What just happened there? Is that guy gonna just come straight up through the corner and wreck? No. Okay, so I have no idea where that car went that headed left. Are we now in 6th? We are now in 6th somehow. Was this 13 ahead of us? Or did he get by on the outside of that wreck? I don't remember even seeing him. Who was the car that we were just chilling behind? That was the 4, and there was someone else. I'm starting to get loose, actually. I've been slamming on the throttle probably too much. And it's loose, even though I just hit the wall. It's because the rear end is floating up the track, and I'm too scared to turn it. Not even to halfway yet. 5-car will probably be quicker than us on the long run. Just a guess.
20.253.
King got the floatiness up to the wall.
20.28.
He's got a mirror drive. He wasn't even coming close to going down to the apron until we headed down there.
20.4.
So we'll just try to set him up off the corner since it looks like that's where he's struggling. Looks like he's gonna knock the wall down again. He's getting on the gas way early.
Halfway to the finish. 20.313. Car outside. Clear high. Outside. Keep low. Still there. Clear outside. 20.356. Car outside.
Okay, now we just need to pull away. Was expecting to get a little bump there since we made contact, but looks like he's not going to lose his head over it.
338.
We're actually feeling really, really good. Looks like we're running about the same times as the leader. But who knows if he has caught lap traffic or something. Can't see ahead of him on the F3.
20.317.
5-car not making as much progress as I thought he would.
20.362.
We're down to 5.2 to the leader. Not that we're going to catch him, but it's just showing me that we're not doing too bad of lap times at the moment. .9 though to the 8. I don't think we're going to catch him. Hasn't looked like we've been really reeling him in. We're running out of laps quickly. .2, 1.8.
20.336.
Overdrove that. Can't be doing shit like that. It's only gonna hurt us. We're slower that time.
20.34.
Alright, let's go last lap. directly behind. The 5's not getting through too quickly, so should be slowing both of them down a little bit. Keep that gap good for us.
20.372.
That was a little bit of speed.
20.351.
Just getting the left sides down on that apron. Didn't do it quite right there. Slid back up over the transition.
20.3.
We're not going to get there though in 11 laps, so. But I still would like to have a bigger gap over the 5 behind us in case he is stupid quick if he makes the pass.
20.369.
Again. We've closed the gap to everyone in front of us, but no time, and it's starting to go away on us a bit more now that I've been pushing it. But it's been really even. I've not felt too loose or too tight. Might be the fastest car on track. Not sure about second place. Overdrove that. Still ahead of the 5 back there. So 5-car racing really clean because most people would have just dumped the dude by then as much time as they're dropping back from me. Again. We just stay in that range. We can maybe put a little bit of pressure. 4.6 and 1.0. And we are catching second place as well, so we are possibly fastest car on track. We just had a lot of ground to make up there after the wreck. Looks like oh, that's not the leader that we're catching. It's second place. I'm an idiot. Guys have probably been going, what the hell are you talking about?
Two more, let's go.
So we might not be the fastest car on track, but possibly the second fastest. Just unfortunate that we're so much faster than this guy and we were only this far behind him at halfway, but then lost all that time. Oh, we get out of here with a 0x.
Slow car down low, car stop down low, low car up high, car stopped up high.
50 laps, fairly clean
All right,
racing.
check
We
your
did
flag.
kind of center punch the 13, but
Nice run, solid work.
we had to get that pass made. And the 5 doesn't beat him. So, what are our tires? 60, 76. Definitely did not feel that way. Oh, Kyle, give him crap. Just because everyone's been commenting on the video. What the hell was that guy doing? Oh, he did a slide job? I'll have to see. What all happened out there? All black hitting the wall. 5 getting really loose. Kyle headed for the wall. Oh. I mean, yeah, I guess he was getting pressure. What was going on here? So I think he probably could have got a break from the guy. When he got loose, he hit the wall, and then he went protective and blocked him there. And at that point, when you do something like that after you make a mistake, dude ain't lifting next time. That's just kind of the rule of racing. And then that took out the 12, and I think that's why the 12 just turned left the next time. No one else gets involved in it. Oh, and the 4 just got dumped by the 13, who was the car we were chasing, so apparently I'm blind and didn't notice that it was the same rear end. I clearly do not look at the bumper of the car that I'm following. But, big props to the 9 car here. He slows down. I figured we were for sure getting driven through. And instead, the 14 turns down. 14 probably could have came out of this in 5th place had he just stayed high and went around the top, but you never know where wrecks are going to go. And he sends the 9. 9 saved our life. At least he kept going, so he only lost 1 spot out of that, it looks like. 12 can't get his car to turn, is broken, hits the wall, and then I think on the backstretch he just turns left and heads for the work area. Then, nothing there. Kyle's still out here. Oh yeah, that's all on me. I figured for sure we were getting hit there. I just overdrive it, get down here, I push up, get loose, give him a little door bash. Thankfully it didn't send him, but that one was on me massively. Maybe he was trying to get us there, I don't know. But after that, it didn't seem like he was trying to run us over for payback. And for the lead, car, it's Scott trying to get around the 9. He does the same thing as me, just so easy to shove up and get the guy. Lead is done with. And I don't think anything else happens. Yep, that's it. Let's take a look at results. And see what we got. So, 27 iRating, 12 safety rating. Really quick at the end, but so far back after that wreck that didn't really do anything for us. But good job to the 13 holding out the 5. I did not think he was going to be able to do that when we were able to catch him and pass him. The 5 was looking stronger than us. And good job to Scott. He comes home in 8th. So he moves up from 14th to 8th. after all that. And not a terrible race. So, hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching.